Yeah, it's Friday. What up, Niall and Karim? Okay. We're just making a new project. Okay. Starting with Mochi, Mokai. Just download that file. And I just want to check my sound. You guys hearing this okay? Hey, Mouse Edits and Bronski. Hey, Tassos. Okay, let's get some span up on this bitch. I think we'll go with a nice pink today. Let's check it out. Not a fan of the rumbly kick, but I know that it's a thing that people do these days, so by all means keep it. Also the offbeat hi-hat. I think if you just shorten the decay on it a bit, it'll be a little bit more groovy, and you can always have it open up like later on in the song for more energy. But I would start with it like a little bit less sustained. think the decay is being modulated by an LFO. Yeah, so just change the, like bring down that range a bit so that it starts off lower. So I'm still just thinking about this section over here. I think like what you're trying to do is cool here. How this like this bass plug opens up over time, but it's just not really that interesting. Maybe you could like, you know, chop it up, take like a section of it and do like a reverse or something, and just like mess with effects to make it a bit more interesting and fun in this section. Where is it? The hell? Yeah, it's just to show you what I would do. Just do stuff like that, like make little reverses, and then maybe take this and grab a delay, some reverb on it, maybe make it like ping pong, give it some feedback. And just mess around and like, because when you've got a section like this, which is quite empty, you really have like a lot of space to make cool things happen. Yeah, same in this section. You still have space to do some cool stuff with this. Like try I think I have this like rack that a friend gave me once. And it has like this delay over here. And you can like change the time of the delay and it does cool stuff. You can just like modulate it. Anyway, do try and like figure out something like that for this section too. You can copy this rack if you want. It's pretty simple. It's just delays with repitch on them. And then like an auto pan with the phase at 0. And then you just map like the timing of everything and it creates really cool effects. So also the 16th note hats feel like a bit thin compared to the offbeat hat, which is like really thick and heavy. So maybe just try and find like a different 16th note loop to go with that. Something that has like a bit more weight on the 16th note hats. And I think that'll help the groove a bit more. And then also like play around with swing. Because at the moment it doesn't feel like those 16th note hats are contributing to the groove of the track at all. Something like this, I think, would fit nicely in this track. What's the BPM of it? And we'll try it quick. See if we can get this BPM right. Why is Ableton not picking it up properly? Probably a bit faster, like 126 or something. $130. Okay, I'll just set this to 130. And then we'll see how much we can improve it with a hat loop with some swing on it. And what I was talking about earlier is if you go on the beats mode here and enable this thing, then you can really get a nice tight loop. Drag that out, and then you can do another one that's like a bit more open. And you can do another one that's even more open. Or this could be the climax where it's all the way open. Back. And I mean, that's just one loop that we've messed with, and it already sounds a lot better to me. So give that a try. Cool, so I think like overall it sounds like pretty balanced and stuff, so you're good on that front. I don't listen to this kind of music, so my ears aren't like used to hearing this rumbly kick, so I don't know how to mix it. I don't know how it's supposed to sound, so I'm not going to give any feedback on that bit. But yeah, thanks for sending it in, and let's get on to the next one. Okay, Murky. I love how you really spend time to give proper feedback. Yeah, I mean, I won't do that for like every track. It's just if I hear something that's like obvious and I know how to show it to you, then I'll do it. But sometimes I'm just like, yeah, it's just the mix that needs work or whatever. But if there's things I can actually do to show, then I will try and show you. Nice and pretty so far. I think I'd maybe just tame the click on the kick a slight bit in this section where there's no top end on anything else. Just like that maybe. My neighbors are drilling again, and it's really hard for me to hear what's actually happening. But so far I like it. I don't have any complaints. Except for that kick in the beginning, I think, yeah, just remove some of the top end. So far so good. I think you could maybe like just add a bit more of a texture, like a, you know, just like ambient background, like field recordings or something to the background here. I mean, it doesn't feel empty, but I think it would maybe help make the track a little more organic, which is probably what you're going for. Like, you know, like, I don't know, birds in a park. Something like that, maybe quieter and like some reverb on there.
Can I get a hole, yeah?
Oh, we've got a donation. Five has donated 5. Thank you so much for the 5. Yeah, so that's a nice transition. Feels good. The kick now feels a bit dull. So you could try maybe a little bit of parallel compression to just bring out that transient. Actually, I got this new plugin some company sent me, so let's see how that works here. It's a transient shaper of Carver. Oh, doesn't work on the entire track because it's picking up other transients. But anyway, maybe just yeah, try and get that transient of the kick to punch through the mix a little bit more over here. Yeah, so everything feels really mid-rangey here, like the clap even feels mid-rangey, the kick is a bit dull. So I think you really need to like open up the mix. Like that is extreme and doesn't sound good, but like my brain wants stuff to be a bit more up there and a bit less around here. And I think it's mostly just the kick and the clap that are a bit dull that's making me want that. So yeah, just it's like if you listen to Lane 8, listen to like the snares and the claps he uses, they often do have quite a lot of high end and like Ben Burma and stuff. Like some nice high end with like a bit of reverb on it. Yeah, it's a nice tune. Quite pretty. I like it. I think the songwriting is pretty good. The structure's nice. I think it just needs a little bit of mix work. Like needs to be opened up and mastered, and it'll be good, I think. Okay. Seems like a nice friendly place. I see a lot of YouTube feedback videos that are really harsh and not very nice. Oh, that's not nice. Who gives harsh feedback? I mean, I think it's good if people are like open and honest about feedback. That like you don't need to be rude or make the person feel like shit. By all means. Okay, next up. There's no download on that one. I immediately recognize that sample. Where is it? There it is. I'm guessing you made this after you watched the what's it, Sonic Academy Enamor course. Because I'm also hearing that, what's it, the part of the clap with the wood block, or what's it? Clave? Dark clave? This thing. And the modular shaker. It's not a problem though. I mean, I think after I watched it, I also made a song with like a lot of these samples, and I have been using them quite a lot. I mean, to the average person, they won't know where they're from. Very nice groove and feeling to this. I'm really enjoying it so far. I think the low mids need to be cleaned up quite a bit and like opened up. I think everything's a bit muddy. Well, not everything, but just maybe have a look at what's like overlapping into the low end and then high pass it a bit, and that should clean it up. Also would like maybe a little bit more high end on the clap. If this is muddy, I'm in trouble with my music. I mean, I think muddy's maybe a bit of a strong word. I just think it could be cleaned up a little bit, is what I'm saying. Rez, you weren't skipped, you're like still a few tracks down. So I think this breakdown feels like it's not as, I don't know, melodically nice as this section. I think you could just work on this a bit more and try and, I don't know, figure out something that has a bit more of like, is a bit more compelling melodically. Like it's got like nice elements in it, but it's missing, I feel like, maybe a lead or something. Something that you could like sing along to or hum along to. think you could even play this melody that's playing over here and there through the break, but just on a different synth or on a piano or whatever, but just on something else, and that'll be different enough. Because it's a really nice melody. I don't think I'll get bored of listening to it. I think you pretty much nailed the structure of the song. Yeah, I think so far it's a really, really nice song. I'm enjoying it. I don't have any complaints other than I think just the mix that needs a bit of tightening up and opening up. But it's all the sound choices are good. They work together. The mix isn't bad at all. It's just needs a bit of polish. Nice work, man. I'll give you a follow. Oh, it was Graphene that gave me the donation. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. Okay, next up is Sid Music. I don't really like the hat. Not the one in the front of the mix, but like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of in the middle back of the mix and it's got almost like a delay on it. going that hat. I think it's yeah. I don't like the character of it. I feel like it doesn't really work that well in the track. The clap is also like really aggressive. It kind of reminds me of more like 2010 style progressive house. I think maybe a more organic, warmer clap would be nice, with like less of a noise tail on it. So the transition between here and here kind of doesn't flow very well. It almost feels like you're dropping into a new song over here. I think you should probably just keep that, all the melodic elements from this section going through here. I think you've dropped too much out, so it kind of loses energy and it feels almost like a completely new song. I think this melody is quite nice over here. Kick is feeling a bit like it's punching in the mid-range, but not enough in the sub, and I would just maybe EQ it slightly. Like try removing between like 150 to like 300 hertz. Not completely removing, obviously, like a few dB. Yeah, again, I don't like the transition over here. I feel like that melody should probably just keep going through here, but maybe on a different synth. You can hear it's kind of playing on that sine wavy, like ARP kind of sound, but it's not like recognizable enough. I feel like the energy just changes too much. Alright, cool. Thanks for sending that in. Next up is Kilo. I feel like these hats are too wide and the clap's too centered. I always feel like hats and clap should be like pretty much the same width. Like at least your offbeat hat should be pretty much similar width as your clap, because the clap usually has a lot of high end on it, and it just feels weird to me that like the offbeat hat is like hitting like really wide on the sides and the clap is down the center. Kind of should be, I don't know. Yeah, they should match in my head at least, or from what I've heard from listening to a lot of music. I don't really hear hats that are like, maybe the background loop, like the 16th note or a shaker or something, can be really wide, but that offbeat hat should be pretty much the same width as your clap. So you could try and make your clap like super wide to match that. Also, the structure over there is a bit weird. Like, if you imagine playing this in a club, like this offbeat hat comes in, and then that's pretty much when people are like gonna start dancing. But then it's only there for like 5 seconds, and then it's gone, and people will be like, "What?"
You said don't look back and find a road to follow. Please don't hold me back. Please don't hold me back.
it's quite a nice little drop that you have going there. Still feel like these these hats are definitely the thing that's bugging me the most. I just don't like the hat loop, I think. Just search for a different one and try a bunch out and see which one fits.
Don't hold me back. We found some time. You said don't look back. Please don't hold me back.
It's a nice change up on the drums there, I like that.
Please don't hold me back. Please don't hold me back. No.
Yeah, so I like the composition of it. I think the bass line's pretty cool. I like how it like glides around. The main synth is pretty cool too. Mostly just that 16th note shaker / hat loop that I don't really like. And the clap I think needs a bit more high end. And what else? I think the main synth maybe is a little bit too mid-rangey. Like it feels very like it's been multi-band distorted or something. Feels like very like dry and mid-rangey. So I don't know, maybe ease up a little bit on that distortion, or just try and EQ it a bit to bring down that mid-range a touch or something. I'm not sure. I would need to like sit and play with it to be able to tell you what to do to fix it. But it's something about it just doesn't really sit right with me. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nice and creative. I don't think like this kind of a track would work in a club really, because there's just too long, like the sections without drums are too long, and you got this section over here which is kind of, I don't know, different. I guess that people can still dance to that, but then you've got that problem of the hat coming in over here for too short, so maybe you could just work on the structure of that too. Cool. Next up is Pixel Retoucher. No. Yeah, so far, like, it's kind of off balance. It's like, it's really harsh over here. Like that hat is hitting way too loud, I think. And then this mid-range is also too loud. Like the bass line, I think should be like a lot more low pass, a lot warmer, less mid-range, more sub. Yeah, I would always have the hats like hitting a few dB below the kick in terms of volume. If you look at this, it's like, yeah, the hats are like 6 dB louder than the kick. Super loud. I like the chord progression though. And I don't really like this like clap snare thing that you have. It's like really metallic. It just doesn't feel nice. So I'll just try a different sample. That sweep also is a bit too loud. You could also turn down the crash. And I would just tame the reverbs a bit. They're kind of like getting very cloudy in the mix. So just bring down the mix amount and the reverb. Yeah, so the melodies, the progression, everything is like quite enjoyable. I think some of the sound selection, you know, like the clap, for example, the hats, and probably I think the kick's actually okay. I think if you just, you know, had this balanced nicely, you would have a pretty decent track here. So just keep working at it, yeah, and reference a lot. So drag another track in similar to what you like, and literally just, like, let's say this shaker was the other track, just like loop a section of this, turn this off, and then like what I do is like map this to your keyboard. So edit key map here, then click here, and I just use this little key over here underneath my escape key, and this one. So we've mapped them to the same key, and now I just hit escape, and now every time I hit it, it just switches one off and the other one on. Or what you can do is just, obviously because you're going to have tons of channels, is just edit your key map again, and then just delete these, and map the solo key and have that switched off. So now when I hit this, it solos that. And then you can really easy A/B between them. So like you listen to yours, and then you listen to this one, and go back. And then you'll be able to, while you A/Bing like that, you'll very easily notice, oh my god, my kick's a lot louder than his, or my hats need to come down in volume. And you just keep A/Bing like that, and then you'll get like a really nice balance in levels if you do it like that. I bet you could find a nice vocal. Like, I think a singer would really easily be able to write something over this. So it'd be cool if you could find someone to sing over that, or just find a sample pack vocal that fits nicely. But this progression is really nice here. been making a lot of tracks with vocals, but you made this one specifically without vocals to not rely on them to fill out a track. Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't sound like it's missing something. I just feel like vocals would work well on this track, but it's fine without them. I don't think you need to like fill it out with other stuff. Maybe like some like background ambience, you know, like what I showed earlier, that like bird noises and I don't know, recordings of parks and stuff like that. Could maybe just fill it out a bit more. But otherwise it seems like nicely written, I think. Well composed. That ARP could probably use some automation on it, because I've noticed it's kind of not changed that much over time. So maybe just try playing with the filter on it a bit. Just give it a bit of life. Yeah, so nice work, just needs work on the mix. Yeah, that's really good for your fourth track. Definitely way better than mine. Okay. Arez's turn. I'm using silly headphones until I get my studio headphones fixed, so the mix may be really bad. Oh, we're already getting the excuses, eh? Just kidding. Okay, let's hear this. I'm guessing this is like the build-up, so it's not like a full track, because it says drop 1. Vibes. Love it. love the clap though. What is it? Just like a 909 clap or something. Yeah, I just don't like the clap. I'll try a different one. I'll give you a clap after this that I made a few weeks ago, and I've been using it on like everything, actually a few months ago. I guess a kind of similar character to what you've got, but it's just a bit more full. Like, where is it? Yeah, I think that like fills it out nicely. Anyway. I really like that melody, but I don't like the B part of the melody. So where it goes do 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 do. I like that. I think you should just repeat that. I don't think it should go do 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 do. Yeah, man, really, I really like the bass line. The kick I'm also not a big fan of. It's too mid-rangey for my taste. I would prefer like, you know, more sub-punchy kind of kick. Kind of like these ones. And I think that clap needs some work, or just needs to be replaced. But yeah, really good work. Nice one, man. Yeah, send it again. Feel free to send it to me, like DM it to me when it's done, and I'll have another listen. I like it. Okay, who's next? Niall, how many more do we have? Because I've got to go at 5:30. Oh, damn. Yeah, no chance am I getting through these today. I think I'm gonna start like donations only feedback stream when this gets too busy. There won't be like a minimum though, or maybe like $1 minimum or something. Okay. This looks like it's been turned down. don't really like the hats. They sound like they've got like some ring mod or something on them that's... or like a really fast LFO or something on them. And they also sound like there's way too much reverb. Yeah, there's a lot of reverb happening like to pretty much all the drums, it sounds like. But I like the bass, sounds nice. And also the ARP sounds nice. I think like the vibe is nice, but there's too much reverb. Yeah, this is already pretty nice work there. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the composition of this. Good work. I think this is probably the nicest thing I've heard from you so far. Yeah, that's a bit short, it feels like. How long is that? I think you could probably make a longer tune out of this, like maybe 5 minutes. Probably like double the length of, maybe not double, but maybe make like another 16 bars on this section, another 16 bars on this, maybe a little bit of a longer breakdown. But the composition's really nice. I think I just don't really like the hats. This little loop is fine, the whatever that is, tambourine. I just don't like those like really, it's like almost like a gritty kind of hat. I don't know, don't really like the sound of it. So yeah, good job, man. Okay, Tassos. It's his second tune. Something sounds off to me. I'm not sure what it is though. Like when that bass came in, it didn't feel... Sounds out of key when that bass comes in. And I'm also not a fan of... those hats that go tss, tss, tss. They're too... I don't know. Thick. They like this tech house kind of 909 kind of hat, or 808. I'm not sure what it is. Or Crash, whatever that is. Maybe it's a Ride, I don't know. It sounds like it's from the 909 or the 808. Anyway, I feel like that kind of technique, that tss, tss, tss on the last few beats of the bar, that's like, I don't know, Deadmau5 does that quite a lot. It's kind of like a an electro kind of vibe. Doesn't really fit this, you know, melodic, organic kind of sound. And then that bass, to me, sounds like it's out of key. The melody that's going do 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 do. That's quite a nice melody. I like that. I think the sound choices are good. Like the choice of the synth patches that you're using, they work together. But there's something like musically that's off on this. Just make sure that like you're working in the same key, and that like your bass when it comes in should probably, unless you really know what you're doing, come in on the tonic. So like the first note in the scale. Yeah, so I definitely like the choice of like using strings, and I think I think I've already said this, but yeah, all the sound choices are nice. It's just off, like harmonically it doesn't sound right. It sounds out of key, or like it's going to the wrong tonic, maybe of like another key or something. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, I don't have very good relative pitch, but I can tell that it just doesn't feel right to me. And like the transient on the kick here is too sharp, I think. So I'll just tame that click a bit. But yeah, I've just focused for now on just getting that, like the harmonies right, and getting everything like harmonically sitting nicely, melodically sitting nicely. Like ignore the mix and stuff. You know, this is your second track, so just focus on the music for now. Don't get like lost in the mix down before the track has actually been written properly. But yeah, thanks for sending that in. Sorry, I can't do any more today. The time is up. Gotta go and tend to the family. Thanks to everybody who donated and for sending tracks in and taking part in the stream. I appreciate you guys. And have a lovely Friday and a good weekend. Laters.